Hey, hey, everybody. Happy day 17. It's a gorgeous day. Got my water going on my green beans back here. Day 17 will be a great practice. It's one of the first sequences that I ever learned as a yoga teacher a gazillion years ago. It's called a mandala sequence. We're going to travel around the mat, both directions. We'll do our best, right? We'll just do our best. So we're going to start just at the top of our mat. My top's going to be over in this direction today. We're going to do 3 half sun salutations because that's what we do every morning, right? All right, so stand tall, tuck your tail, draw your belly in, zip it up, place your hands on your body just to connect, close your pretty eyes, or look at something beautiful. Take a breath. Empty the breath. Take a moment just to step into yourself, into your practice, into your breath, into your body. Clear out your mind, push away anything that comes after this class. It will be there when you arrive there. But for now, you have arriven here. Take a breath. Empty the breath. Sweep your arms behind you. Open up your chest. Fingers away. Just feel that opening through the front of your body. On your inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. We're going to change it a bit today. Bend your elbows, lean back. Exhale. Reach back up to the sky. Hands pressed together. We seal them together. We bow over our legs, greeting our body. Come up halfway. Take a breath. Exhale and fold. Rebuild your spine nice and slow this first time. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Inhale, reach back, open up your heart. Exhale, lower your hands. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lean back, bend your elbows, reach up, seal your hands together, and bow over bent legs. Separate your hands, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rebuild your spine. Come all the way up. Drop your shoulders. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, sweep your arms back. Exhale, lower them. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, back to the sky. Press your hands together. Bow over your legs. Take a halfway lift. We're going to change it. Exhale, plant your hands. Step both feet back to a push-up and find down dog. We're just going to come to a warm-up sequence before we come into the mandala. Drop your knees, take a breath. Exhale, sink your hips back a little bit, doesn't have to be much. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to table. Exhale to child's-ish. Inhale to table. Exhale, down dog. We got one more of those. Inhale to table. Exhale, child-ish. Inhale to table. Exhale, down dog. Here's where the mandala begins. Take 3 breaths. If you're in a chair, you'll simply follow along, modifying the lower half, tuning into the top half, finding your breath. One more breath in. Here we go. Mandala begins. Right leg lifts. Exhale, up it through, low lunge. First time through, we're going to go slow. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Hands can be overhead, down by your side, or at heart center. You pick. Hold here. First time through, we're going to stay in each position a couple breaths. Take a breath here. We're going to pivot our back heel, glue it down, bend your right leg a bunch, and open up to warrior 2, looking at your right hands. Stay and breathe. Drop your shoulders. Feel the opening through your inner thighs, opening up the right knee, pressing to the outer edge of the left foot. One more breath here. We're going to pivot and turn. Inhale, turn your right toes to the left, arms go up. It's star pose. Legs are straight. Turn your heels in. Have a seat on the horse. Bend your elbows. Exhale and stay. Now, working towards that left leg opening is where I'm focused. Try to open up both legs, squeeze the bun. Here's where it gets a little tricky. We're going to turn to the back, but first, inhale, star pose, straighten everything. On your exhale, turn your left toes to the back and find warrior two, left side to the rear of your mat. Peek down, make sure you can see that big toe. If you can't, open up the hip. All right, stay for a breath. Here's where we change it. We're going to take the right hand, sweep it down, pivot on that back foot, find the heel lifted, find high lunge to the back. Okay, hands can be at heart center, hands can be down, hands can be up. High lunge. Take a breath. On your exhale, hands will come to the mat. You'll step back to the push-up and find down dog, however you need to get there. 3 breaths. Because we are traveling in a circle, we're going to come back to the right foot. Inhale here, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. You'll start to find the rhythm here. We'll go slow. Plug your back foot down. Exhale, warrior two. Look at your right hand to the back. Inhale, pivot and turn. It's a star. Exhale, have a seat on the horse. Feel it. Inhale, star. Turn your front toes to the front. Exhale, warrior two, left side. Right hand sweeps, back foot hits. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands find the mat. Step back to the push-up and find down dog. 3 breaths. We got to do the left side. 2 more breaths. Final breath here. Left leg begins. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Step it through. Low lunge. Do your best. Inhale. High lunge. Sink and stay. Take 1 more breath here. Plug your back foot down. Warrior two. To the front. Okay. Inhale. Pivot and turn. Star pose. Exhale. Have a seat on the horse. We're going to the back of the mat. Inhale, star pose. Turn your right toes to the back. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Here's that pivot. Left arm drops. Pivot on your heel. Find your high lunge to the back. Exhale, hands find the mat. Step back to the push-up. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. That hip replacement's causing me trouble. Gotta just do my best here, right? High lunge, get there. Pivot your back foot. Warrior two, left side to the rear of your mat. Inhale, pivot and turn. Exhale, have a seat on your horse. Inhale, rise up, star. To the front we go. Exhale, warrior two, right side. Left arm sweeps down. It comes up. Pivot the back foot. Hands return to the mat. We step back to a push-up and we find down dog. 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. Tail goes up, heart goes to the thighs. Really feel the stretch. 1 more. Drop your knees. And find child's pose or hero's pose, which is where we're simply sitting on our folded knees, heels to glutes. Okay, so this feels more comfortable for me than child's pose right now. So I'm just going to settle in. We're going to take the entire mandala, 1 way through the right side, 1 trip around through the left side. And here's what the mandala symbolizes: that there is always a different perspective. There's always a different view as we move through our days, move through our relationships, move through our life. And that when we start to move and shift our perspective and see something from a different angle, we can perhaps gain wisdom. So as we typically in a yoga practice, we stick with the front of the mat. We have the back of the mat and we just are very linear. And the mandala teaches us to flow around and to see things as we travel through our days and through our life. So come into that awareness now that you know where we're going, and then put into your mind's eye perhaps a challenge that you're having, or something that might be troubling you, or something that you're looking forward to. It could be good or bad, and just see if there are different perspectives that you might be able to glean as you move through. All right, let's get to down dog. Take a breath here. We're going to pick up the pace slightly. It'll be one breath, one movement. Breathe when you need to breathe. I'll be cumbersome on that left leg, so just stick with me. Here we go. Right leg lifts. Take a breath. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two to the front, right side. Inhale, pivot and turn, star pose. Exhale, have a seat on the horse. Inhale, star. To the back we go. Exhale, warrior two, left side. Inhale, right arm sweeps, heel pivot, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to the push-up and find down dog. Staying on the right leg. Here we go. Right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Take a different perspective. Look there. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, cactus and horns. Inhale, star, rise. Back to the front we go. Exhale, warrior two. Sweep the arm, pivot the heel, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back and find down dog with 3 breaths. Come into your mind's eye. The possibility of a different perspective, to see things from a different angle. Here we go. Left leg lifts. Take a breath. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, pivot and turn, star pose. Exhale, have a seat on the horse. Inhale, star. Warrior two to the back. Is it the back or is it the front? Different perspective. Left arm sweep, sweep, pivot that heel, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to the push-up and find down dog over one more side. Left leg lift. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Warrior two. Pivot and turn, star pose. It becomes a dance. Teaches us to move through life. Cactus your arms, have a seat on the horse. Inhale, star. Last time, warrior two to the front, or is it the back? Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands return. We step back to the push-up and down dog. 3 breaths. Final breath here. Eyes travel to the toes. Hands walk backwards. And we roll up to stand. Okay. Beautiful practice, beautiful mandala. It's a wonderful way, especially seasonally, as we change seasons. It's nice to come to a mandala flow. It's nice when we're faced with a challenge, when we're struggling with a decision, when we're struggling with something, to be able to move around and see something that way, something that way, that way. Maybe we're missing something. So that's how we apply what we do here to life out there, is just having the openness today, next couple days, to seeing a different perspective. Take your feet together, circle your arms up, Capture your left wrist. We're going to pull up and over. Get a nice stretch for the side body. Come back to center. Other side, up and over. Feel that? Come back to center. Lower your hands. Keep them clasped. We're going to spin to the right. Spin to the left. Come back to center. Keep your arms clasped. Draw a line to the sky. Lean back. Press your hips forward. Look up. And then on the exhale, hands come in front. Sternum pulls in. Chin tucks. Really reach your arms forward. Nice spine stretch. Standing, cat and cow. Or if you're seated, round those shoulders. Come up tall. Let's finish with tree pose. Why not? We're surrounded by trees. Beautiful, beautiful day. All right, here we go. Always got to adjust your pants, right? Hands to heart center. Shift the weight to your left leg. Lighten up, smile, right? If you notice through that sequence, I was stumbling, had to use the railing. It's okay. It's good. Left leg becomes tree trunk. Right leg lifts, open the knee, place the right foot on the left, anywhere except the knee. Can be a kickstand at the ankle. Let's grow one branch up, one branch down. Be a little different today. Different perspective, different sensation. Beautiful. Reach. Take a breath. Return everything. Pause here. Shift the weight to the right foot. Press your hands together. Lift your left. Open your left. Place your left on your right leg, anywhere but the knee. Let's grow a branch. Left arm goes up. Right arm goes down. Feel that. Big, ginormous breath. Return everything. Close your eyes just for a second. Take a breath. Empty the breath. We're going to make our way to the ground. Circle up. Big, big, huge breath in. And forward fold. Exhale. Bend your knees. And come into a tiny little ball. And roll on down. I'm going to sit with seated butterfly to begin. So, feet are going to come together like soles together, like pages of a book hooked together. Now, if your body does not like this, just give a little wiggle here. See if you can't get there. My body does not like this. So I'm going to keep my arms behind me. If your body loves this, bring your hands to your ankles, and then you might fold over. I'm going to stay upright. I'm trying to get my left hip to be okay in certain positions, and it's very resistant to that. So if I were to push against that resistance, my hip would resist back. And so that is life out there, right? We feel some resistance, we push against it, it just resists harder. So maybe lean into it, sit with it, be with it, allow it. I'm all about allowing these days. Just allow it to be. One more breath. Straighten your spine. If you are folded, we're going to extend the left leg long. Right foot is going to come close to the right cheek. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. Your right hand is like a little tripod. Lift your heart, spin, and look behind you. Different perspective. Lines back to the front. Right leg goes straight. Left knee bends. Left hand goes behind to support you. Right arm sweeps. We squeeze the left knee in. Get tall through the spine. Spin around to the left. I see some strawberries over there. Come back around. And hands come behind you. Knees are both going to go up. We're just going to windshield wiper. I grew celery this year for the first time. Never have grown celery. And I'm at the point now where I got to do something with the celery. I'm not sure what to do with it. So yesterday I Googled it. I processed it 3 different ways. I dehydrated the leaves to make celery salt. I cut the stalks and blanched them, cut them up and froze them for soups in the winter, maybe even a cream of celery soup. And then I chopped everything up, put it in my food processor, added some olive oil and salt, and made a celery pesto that I'm going to add to soups and stews in the fall, and I just froze them in little puck shapes, muffin tin kind of things. So we'll see if any of that works. Split dead of your legs, scoot your buns forward, come on down to your back. So I still have much more celery to deal with, but I kind of wanted to see how it goes. Circle. I was telling my Monday night yoga class that I'm all about the seeds, I'm all about the growing, I'm all about it. And then when I get to autumn, I'm all about, okay, we're done. I just don't know what to do with it all. So I want to get better at harvesting and preserving. So I've got green beans to deal with today, strawberries to eat, and celery to think about. Tee out your arms, take a breath. If you are a celery grower, pass me some tips. Drop your knees to the left. Get a nice spinal twist. I finished my choke cherry jelly yesterday. I am done with choke cherry jelly, choke cherry syrup available. Come back up. Drop your knees to the right. Look left. It's delicious, tart, sweet, wonderful. And the next up is peach jam. Inhale back up. Drop your knees. Let's find bridge pose. Tickle your feet. Press your hips up to the sky. As we grow and change in our preferences and in our life experiences, then sometimes even our hobbies change. And that's what I love so much about having a different perspective and being open-minded and open-hearted. Lift your hips a little bit more and lower back down. There was a day not too long ago, I would have never in a million years dreamed I would have had a garden to grow and jelly to gel one more time. And yet life changes a bit. Perspectives change, hobbies change, abilities change. And if we're always staying linear and only looking in one direction, we're going to miss opportunities. So use the mandala today. Lift your hips an inch and consider it in your life. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Perhaps there's different perspective. Go ahead and rest your body. Maybe the feet come down, the knees tripod together. Maybe the body splays out like a starfish. Palms turn up, fingers curl in. Before we close the practice, remember day 18 coming up tomorrow will be restorative. It'll come later in the day. It'll be pillows and blankets. Take a long breath here. Empty your breath and consider possibility. Consider a new perspective. As always, you are invited, welcomed, encouraged to stay as long as you would like, resting the mind and the body. And when you come out of your final pose of rest, take a few breaths. Notice something beautiful. Be grateful. And carry on with your day, noticing your ability to look a different way and to gain a new perspective by using the mandala in your day-to-day life. All right, my friends, I'll see you tomorrow, day 18. Take care. Bye.